Hey guys, Ben here with all your crypto needs. Now, there's a lot of great crypto projects you can invest in: Bitcoin, Ethereum, Cardano. These are all solid projects that in the medium term will likely net you some pretty decent money. 10%, 50%, maybe even 100% return on your money. That's a pretty good deal. And to put it in baseball terms, that would be a pretty solid base hit or a double. But if you're going for the big one, the home run, if you got diamond hands and are aiming for win Lambo, then these projects just aren't going to get you there. So today we're going to be talking about a project offering a mind-blowing 91,000% interest rate. And to put that in perspective, at 91,000% interest, if you invested $1,000 today, then 1 year from now, you would have about $914,000, assuming the price of the token remained the same.
Flawless victory.
So while this is a much more risky bet than investing in, let's just say, Bitcoin, the potential rewards are pretty astronomical. Now, I've invested some of my own money in this project about 2 weeks ago now, and so far I've earned about a 34% return on my money. And that's pretty noteworthy, in part because the broad crypto market is currently down, with Bitcoin sitting at around $58,000, a fair ways off its fresh all-time high of $69,000 just a week ago. So what is this mysterious crypto project? Well, it's the Time token from Wonderland. Now, if you haven't heard of Wonderland Time, it's basically the exact same source code as the Olympus Dao token that has gained immense popularity, with one major exception. Olympus Dao sits on the Ethereum network, while Wonderland Time is on the Avalanche network. And this is pretty important because anyone who's ever tried to interact with the Ethereum network has likely cried themselves to sleep after paying the $50 or $100 Ethereum network transaction fees. Avalanche, on the other hand, costs only a few cents to move funds around, making it infinitely easier and more user-friendly than Olympus Dao. And even though Olympus Dao has been out a fairly long while, its treasury is sitting at only about 752 million, while Wonderland Time has only been out for a few weeks and already has a treasury of over 693 million. Which just goes to show you how rapidly people are piling onto this project. So in this video, we'll explain what Wonderland Time is and go and show you exactly how you can obtain these Time tokens and get them staked to the network, earning a mind-blowing 91,000% APY. And I'll also show you my current profits for the 2 short weeks that I have been invested in this project. Now, Wonderland Time sits somewhere between a stablecoin and a full-fledged cryptocurrency. There exists a treasury that functions to create a minimum amount that each coin is worth, but the exact price of the token isn't directly tied to the size of the treasury and can float around based on supply and demand principles. So let's just keep things simple for a moment and say that the total treasury is valued at $1,000. And let's just pretend that there are only 200 total Time tokens in existence. This means that the minimum value that the Time token should ever be is $5. The $1,000 treasury divided by the total supply of 200 coins equals $5. So while the coin should never fall below $5, its price can be bid up based on supply and demand. And this process of bidding up the coin isn't necessarily a bad thing as long as the treasury keeps growing. For example, if next year the treasury sits at $10,000, a 10x increase, then the minimum value of the 200 coins now should be $50. This helps create a vibrant economy based on supply and demand, but also provides a little bit of price stability because the treasury is backing these tokens, at least in part. All right, so let's hop on over to the computer and I'll walk you through the process of buying and staking these Wonderland Time tokens and show you my current rewards. All right, guys, so here we are at the Wonderland website, which is going to be wonderland.money. And as you can see, the current APY on this thing is a mind-blowing nearly 94,000% APY. Now, this APY does fluctuate based on how many people are currently using this program and the amount of funds staked to it. As this program grows in size, this number will eventually start coming down rather rapidly, but we are still in its infant stages, so the rewards are pretty astronomical at this point. So the first thing that we're going to need to do is we're going to need to actually buy some Time tokens. Now, if we just jump on over to coinmarketcap.com, we can see that the price of Wonderland Time is about $9,000 per coin. Now, as with most cryptocurrencies, you do not have to buy a full token. You can buy fractions of a token, which is what I did. I ended up putting in a little over $1,000. It ended up being exactly $1,262 that I put into this project. I know that's sort of a weird number, but that's just what the fair market value of the Avalanche was at the time that I used to convert into this Wonderland Time token. So if we just scroll down to the bottom here of coinmarketcap.com, we can see where you can purchase these time tokens, and the easiest place to get them here is just going to be traderjoexyz.com. Trader Joe is the DEX, the decentralized exchange that sits on top of the Avalanche network. Very similar to Uniswap for the Ethereum network or PancakeSwap for the Binance network. Trader Joe operates on Avalanche. So if we just click on this, it'll take us on over to traderjoexyz.com. And yes, I am fully aware that this website looks super childish, but it is legitimate. So if we just come on down here and click on trade, it will take us on over to where we can swap our assets around. Now, obviously, you will need an external wallet. I'm going to be using MetaMask, and you will have to have some Avalanche tokens inside of your wallet. So you can buy Avalanche on places like Coinbase or Binance or something like that, and then you would transfer them into your external wallet like MetaMask. I'm going to assume that you guys are familiar enough with crypto that you can transfer from the exchange into an external wallet. But if you're not, if you don't feel comfortable with that, you can just leave a comment down below. I'll be sure to make a follow-up video on how to do all of that stuff. Now, when you come on over here to your MetaMask wallet, I've already done this, but you're going to want to add this time token to your list of assets. That way it will actually show up and show you how many time tokens that you have. So if you don't already know how to do this, you can just come on down here to import tokens. You're going to import all of the detailed information about this token. So MetaMask is going to ask you for the token contract address, the token symbol, and the token decimal. So where can you find all this stuff? Good question. If you just come on over to coingecko.com, and you're going to come up to the search bar and just type in time, find the correct one, which is going to be Wonderland Time. It'll think a little bit, and then right up here is going to be all the information that you need for the contract address. So you can just click add to MetaMask, or you can just click to copy this contract address. I'm just going to click to copy and come on over here to MetaMask, scroll down, import tokens, and just paste this in here to the token contract address. Now, as you can see, I'm getting an error saying token has already been added because I've already added the time token to my MetaMask wallet. But if you were doing this for the first time, then it would automatically populate the token symbol and the decimal amount, and you could just click this blue button down here to add it to MetaMask. That way it would actually populate over here and show you the total amount of time tokens that you have. All right, so let's actually buy some time tokens. So we're going to swap from Avalanche to, we're just going to click over here and search for time, this Wonderland Time token. And then we're going to put in how many Avalanche tokens we're interested in swapping up here, and then it will automatically calculate how many time tokens we get based on the current prices. And you can just click this button down here to actually confirm the swap. Now, you're not going to want to just hit max and then confirm. As you can see, I've just got a little bit of crypto dust here. You're going to want to leave a little bit of Avalanche in your MetaMask wallet. So do not convert 100% of your Avalanche into time tokens. You're going to want to leave about $5 or so of Avalanche inside your wallet. So I don't know, maybe like 0.1 Avalanche or something like that. Because Avalanche is the token that is going to be used in order to fuel the network transaction fees. So you are going to need just a little bit of Avalanche left over in your wallet. So don't convert 100%, leave a little bit in there. But whenever you've got a number that you're confident with, just go ahead and hit swap, and that will load these time tokens into your MetaMask account. All right, so once you've got time tokens inside of MetaMask, we're just going to come on back over to wonderland.money and enter their application. Now, obviously, once again, you're going to have to connect your MetaMask wallet to Wonderland Time. As you can see, I am already connected up here, but if you weren't connected, you would just need to give MetaMask authorization to access this website, so there'll be a little pop-up. just go ahead and hit yes. And then it would show your balance in time tokens. Now, obviously, I have no time tokens because I've already staked all of my time tokens. And as you can see, I have 0.194 memo tokens that are currently staked. So what is memo? So when you stake time, they convert into memo tokens. And then when you unstake, these memo tokens revert back into time tokens. So they're essentially the same thing. It's just memo is tokens that are staked. Time is tokens that are not staked. And you can see the next upcoming yields and rewards. And the 5-day ROI, the return on investment, is about 10%, which is stupid high because if you're familiar with the stock market on average gets about 10% yearly return on investment. Here we're getting that every 5 days. Now, obviously, that is you're getting 10% more tokens, not necessarily 10% more value. It all depends on what the current price of Wonderland is doing, if it's up, down, sideways, whatever it is. But when I started this process, I started with 0.14 memo tokens, and now I have about 0.194 memo tokens. And if we look here at my MetaMask history, come on, pull up. We can see that all of this stuff was done previously on November 4th. That is when I staked my tokens to the network. And as you can see, it's now the 21st of November as I make this video. So, I don't know, 2.5 weeks that I've staked these so far. And I started with $1,262, like I said. Let's see what this is currently worth at the moment. So we just pull up a calculator here and type in 0.194285, how many memo tokens I have. And we're going to multiply that by the current price of Wonderland Time, 8863. We come up with about 1721. So I don't know, what is that, like 450 bucks, something like that. So in about 2.5 weeks, a nice little return on investment. I don't know what the exact math on that comes out to be, but probably somewhere in around 40% return on my money in 2.5 weeks. Now, I don't know what this project is going to do in the long run. Obviously, nobody does. This is a risky investment, like I said, so don't put more money in than you can reasonably afford to lose. But so far, I'm quite pleased with how it's going. Now, at some point, I will be pulling out my initial investment, that 1,200 bucks, and probably just leave the rest in. That way, it doesn't really matter at that point what this project does, if it skyrockets to the moon or if it tanks into the gutter. Because honestly, if I've already pulled my initial investment out, I'm just playing with my profits. And so it doesn't really matter to me at that point. It's no risk to me anymore because I've already got my initial money back. That's my exit strategy for this project. We'll see how it goes. So there you guys go. As you can see, I've made about 34% returns in only about 2 weeks, even though the crypto market is down at the moment. And that's pretty phenomenal. I'm really excited about the potential of this time token. If you enjoyed this video, consider subscribing and be sure to give the video a thumbs up. It really helps the YouTube algorithm. It helps channels like this grow. And if you enjoyed it, then be sure to stick around next time for all of your crypto needs. As always, I'll see you all again next time. Thanks.